Well, as we stay in touch today, we're joined by Crossroads 100 Huntley Street founder David Mainse. And Dad, we have normally been keeping in touch with you on the road with the State Thank You Canada tour, and we'll let you know where he's going to be in a bit. But other things on your mind, I'm sure there are.
I took a few days off because of Holy Week.
Yeah.
And I've been very interested to watch 100 Huntley Street and the God's Holy Days with the Middle Eastern scholar. And the feasts, the feast. Now, in this connection, our team is working quite diligently and hopes to possibly bring the full life-size replica of the tabernacle back to the Crossroads Center for this summer. We had over 40,000 people visit that 13 years ago. And ever so many people, as I've been out in the Thank You Canada events in this area particularly, said, "You're going to bring it back. I want to bring my family." A minister of a large United Church in Cambridge, Ontario, said he brought 2 busloads of members of his congregation, and several of his congregation gave their lives to Christ, while he brought a little message kind of at the curtain between the holy place and the Holy of Holies. So that may be happening.
If not this summer, maybe next summer. We'd love to get that back here. Well, we have an election coming up, Dad.
We do.
Next week.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Now, Ron, that's one of the other things, of course, that we all have in our minds. And back a number of years ago, I did a tour of Canada called the SALT Tour. And we sent 15,000 of these out to pastors, priests, church workers as a gift, and tens of thousands more went out to you who are the viewers. But basically it was based on the statement of Jesus: if you lose your ability to preserve what is good, to flavor society as my followers, then you will be thrown out and treated by the world as garbage. You know, now that brings me to the election.
Right.
St. Augustine said, and he was one of the greatest thinkers of all time, he said, "Those who are citizens of God's kingdom are best equipped to be citizens of the kingdom of man." And then the 20th century atheistic and secular humanistic leaders gained control of nations all across Europe. The results, according to the historian R.J. Rummel, is that at least 170 million men, women, and children have been brutally murdered by these governments, all in the name of human progress. These facts led the eminent historian John Hallowell to write, "Only through a return to faith in God, as God has revealed himself to man in Jesus Christ, can modern man and his society find redemption from the tyranny of evil." I believe that with all my heart, Ron. Therefore, get out and vote. Don't you dare. Don't you dare sacrifice, the sacrifice of many, many people who shed their blood for the privileges that we enjoy here. One way or another, shut in, whatever, you can find a way to vote.
And we always encourage that when it comes to election time, because you need to get to know the person that is running in the election in your riding, understand what makes them tick, and make sure that what they believe lines up with what your convictions are, and then by all means get out and vote.
May the 2nd, coming up on this Monday coming.
There's also a Government Prayer Sunday that has been called by a number of organizations in Canada. That's this Sunday, April the 27th.
Excellent.
And one of those who was with me a little while ago, as we stayed in touch with Mel and Sue Finley, with nationatprayer.ca is the website, nationatprayer.ca. And you can find out some information about the Government Prayer Sunday, some ideas of what to pray for.
This coming Sunday, just the day before the election.
That's right. That's right. And so let's take time to pray. We encourage your pastor, your priest, to say, let's pray that God's will be done, that righteousness, which exalts a nation, will become the order of the day, and that's so important. Well, Dad, you also have your tour, your Thank You Canada tour.
We resume in Acton. That's just the other side of Milton, not far from here.
That's tonight.
Yeah. Tonight.
7 p.m., right?
At 7 p.m. in the Acton Baptist Church, 80 Mill Street. Acton, Ontario. And then I invite you to come to Orangeville, Tweedsmuir Presbyterian Church on Wednesday And Thursday, the Bethany Bible Chapel in Shelburne. And then what are we doing Friday? Do we have one for Friday?
I guess we just have those three for now up on the screen, but there's more on the website, crossroads.ca. You can find out a lot more. And you also have a Israel tour coming up. Maybe we can have that info come up quickly on the screen. This November, you and Mom are taking another tour group. Yeah,
Norma Jean and I, we figure we've done this about 70 times, not because we need to see the Holy Land again, but because we love to spend a couple of weeks living day and night with about 100 people. In fact, we limit it to 100 people, 2 busloads. And so please call 905-332-6400, extension 4024, and book in. Talk to Norma Jean or to Valerie.
Okay, and thank you for staying in touch.
Now there are even more ways to join the 100 Huntley Street online community. We'd love to hear from you, so stay in touch with us.